Hey there, everyone. This is Ginger talking about melodies and songwriting. And this is something that I found really interesting that I wanted to share. And as somebody myself who doesn't know much about music theory at all, I wanted to share a super easy way to pick your chords and how all you have to do is know a scale. And that's it. You can pick your chords just by knowing a scale, and it'll show you which chords go together and which ones don't. And so, this is going to be a very short video, just to get straight to the point, and I want to jump right into it now. So, let's begin. So, say you want to start your song on a C. Most likely your song's going to be in the key of C if you start your song on a C. It means that this chord is always going to be what the song wants to return back to. So, the scale of C is and if you put numbers to that, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 1, 2, or 7, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, that's a scale. And now you're probably wondering, well, how do you, why is that relevant? Yeah, it's the scale of C, but why does that matter? And so the reason it matters is because every single one of those notes has a number, and every single one of those notes has a chord. And so this is called the Nashville number system, or the Roman numeral system, or whatever you want to call it. But this is a super easy and simple way to pick chords for your songs. There's so many chords out there. It's so easy to say, oh, I think this chord sounds good. I'm not sure about this other chord. I don't really know. I want this chord to have a certain feeling, but I don't know which one to pick. Well, this is the way you do it. So, if your song is in the key of C, and this is just basic music theory, it's really not even music theory. It's just, people in Nashville, the reason this is called the Nashville number system is because people in Nashville use this system if they don't know music theory. So this is not music theory, this is just a scale with numbers and chords. So, say you want to start your song on a C. This is the 1, 1. And so, in those numbers, there's certain numbers that go together nicely. And so if you listen to pop songs or songs that are really big, you'll notice that if you look at the chords they're using, a lot of the times they're using the same numbers. And the numbers can change, the chords will actually change throughout, changing scales, but the distance or the relative distance or whatever it's called from each chord stays the same. So, I don't know if that makes sense, but say, you're playing a C, then you go to an E minor. Well, if you change keys, then that could go to a B flat to a D minor. So it's the same distance between the chords. And then it's the same shapes. If you play guitar, it's the same shapes. Or if you go to. So it's the same shapes, meaning they're the same numbers, but they're just in a different key. So going back to the simplicity of this video, I won't go off track. Say you're starting on a 1. And then the numbers that go well together are 1, 3, and 4. So this is the 1, and the 3 is 1, 2, 3, which is an E minor. So just listen to how nicely those chords go together. And then if you go to a 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, if you play an F, you'll notice that note is in the chord F. And then what do you feel like you want to go back to? What chord? The first one. And so, see how I did that? It's so cool. It's just literally numbers and chords and scales. So, the key of C, and the scale is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And so if you go 1, C, 3, 1, 2, 3, E minor, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go back to the 1. And so that's a super basic way to just pick chords. And so I wanted to share that because as a songwriter when I was young, I didn't fully understand that at all. I just messed around until something sounded good. And that's a legit way to do it. I wrote songs like that for many years. It's just super time consuming. And so the beauty of music theory is not only to understand music, but it's to save time. You don't have to sit around fiddling on the guitar trying to figure out, oh, what is this chord, or what do I do now, or whatever. And so that is a great time saver. And it's not technically music theory, so it's pretty simple. And one of the questions people ask me a lot is how do you put like the lyrics to that, or the melody of the lyrics to that. And so say you have the lyrics like, you know, I was laying on the couch, my mind was racing from all the thoughts that were floating into my head, or something like that. Then it can seem difficult to say like, well, how the heck do you put that to those chords? And I've been writing songs since I was 9, and there's 12 methods that I use for the most part. I use some other ones, but there's like 12 main ones that I use, and I have them in a link down below if you want to check them out. And it's just simple ways to put your lyrics to your chords. Now that you know a simple way to find chords, there's also 12 simple ways to find melodies for your lyrics. And the link's down below. It's called the 12 methods to melody mastery. It's a bit of a tongue twister, but it's the stuff I've used. I've written over 500 songs, and in the course of my career, I'm 22 now, and they're simple methods, and I like to keep things simple, so it's much better when you're writing to keep things simple, because then you can focus on the creativity of the song. So if you have any questions, put it in the comments and I'll answer, and I might even make a video about it. You never know. So see you guys later. Happy writing, and thanks to all those who comment on other videos and actually use the stuff that I'm talking about. It's very cool to see.